What's up, big baby?
I know that's how we're starting.
What's up, big baby?
Are you gonna intro it or am I introing it?
No, I've been doing the intro.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
You do it. Yeah,
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode.
I'm just playing.
You got it, or I got it?
No, do it.
Okay. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode.
I'm kind of okay. All right, now you got this. All right, go ahead.
Welcome back, everybody, on another episode of the Peer to Peer Podcast. My name is Agent Zero. I'm here today with
Legend of Winnie, aka Low.
I'm fucking with the Scully. You brought the Scully back for this episode.
This is my look now.
Word. That's part of your brand since you're on camera.
Part of my brand. Bro.
I'm telling you right now, though, that's gonna backfire when it's summer and you start sweating bullets.
That's going to be that's the stick.
Oh, okay. So that's
Scully
my
everywhere.
stick, Mike. That's why I got
Scully everywhere. When I go to a wedding, Scully. When I go out and eat, Scully. Inside and out.
I've done crazy things like that before.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Man, a lot has happened since the last podcast. We're late, actually, a day on this podcast. Before we move forward, if you guys are listening on Apple Podcasts, we're trying to run up the ranks. So just leave a 5-star review saying Scully. No one's going to know what it means unless you watch this podcast.
Facts.
If you're on YouTube, make sure to be part of Noti. Go ahead, say it.
No, say it. I want you to say it.
Okay, I got it.
Say it.
Noti gang. Oh man, I just disconnected my shit.
Hey, the reason why we late is because of me. I'll take onus of it. You know?
Yeah,
It's
you know what's
because of
crazy?
me. It's
A lot of
because
people,
me.
you know, that made me so happy.
What?
Because I've been dealing with Waleed and Davis, and they do not take responsibility for anything, bro.
It was definitely me. It's definitely me.
Okay, yeah, bro. Loa hit me up on some line, be like, "Yo, you down to do the pod?" Yeah. Hour, and then 4 hours goes by and he's across the city doing some shit. I'm like, bro, where are you right now?
It wasn't just yesterday too. It was like in the weekend too. I was like, yeah, I'm coming. Here I come. And it never really came up. But it's just because I was working on,
Oh, you just dropped the banger.
the banger. You know what I'm saying? The video that's going to be feeding us for the next 2 months now.
It's gonna feed us.
That's what I'm saying. I dropped the flight video. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Something for the culture.
Lo did a video where he actually analyzed every single game Flight Reacts played. And he put like all these shot charts and analytics. I didn't watch the video because he just dropped it a moment ago.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to watch it after the pod. But first of all, I've been excited for you to drop this because it's one of those ones that's gonna either go rocket crazy or it's gonna flop dramatically. But you kind of need those videos every once in a while.
But now, even if it flops, I felt good about it when I got done because I was like, this is like a video for the culture, for the community. You know what I'm saying? Even if it does, which I don't think it's gonna but flopping for me right now, I'm about to brag.
Go ahead, Dan. Go ahead.
Flopping for me is still like getting like 150. That's still, you know what I'm saying? So a flop for me is still like a really good video, but I personally feel like it's not gonna flop.
Word.
I personally
feel
like it's going
because he's gonna end up reacting to it, and then
he's gonna react.
It's like a reaction wave.
React.
Yeah,
exactly. And I did a few things to like bring people to the actual video. So I think I told you that where I got like the link of the game log. You should look at the game log.
Who did he play?
All of the games that he's ever played, I have a game log for it.
Jesus. You could charge for that. That's some valuable information right there.
So it was pretty intense and very taxing. But
sure.
Still,
you're
still
watching Flight Reacts play basketball for a countless amount of hours.
Yo, turn your phone off, bro.
That's Waleed. Should I pick it up? No, I'm not.
No.
Yeah,
What?
I'm bugging.
What?
I'm bad.
But my fault. But normally we are gonna upload on still Monday and Yeah, Monday and Thursdays.
Oh. Yeah, we are gonna do that Monday and Thursday. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah,
they got an NBA Jam version of this from the same company I got this one from.
Buy it then.
So that's what I'm doing. I'm buying NBA Jam. So this might be the last time y'all see the Street Fighter one. Actually, no, because it takes 2-day shipping. Walmart is killing the game right now.
Oh, they said you got a Walmart. Okay,
yeah, Walmart, and then just takes like a day to put together.
I don't know if
2
y'all can
hours.
see. Well, if you should be watching on YouTube anyway.
Of course,
but for those out there, for our Spotify listeners, for whatever reason, and I don't know why, when we were setting up, basically when Dean was setting up this set, or Agent was setting up this set.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when Agent was setting up the podcast set, he was just like buying things, and I was like, I don't know if all of that is gonna fit in the frame. Like, there's no need to have all
I
of
let
that.
you know though. I told you about the ultra wide angle lens. You know what I mean? 7mm Panasonic.
But even off to the left of Agent is a Street Fighter.
They can see that though.
They can barely see it. Like, it's hanging off the side.
But I think that's fine. They don't need this whole thing.
I'll have to do this
just
so we can all see it and then slide it over to the side so they can clearly see it.
Okay.
But yeah, for sure, get a
NBA Jam.
NBA Jam,
Yeah,
for sure.
That's
definitely better, bro.
Hey, so since we last said this, so much has happened, yo. So much has fucking happened. I don't even know where to start. I went to New York. Dude, fucking every time I go to New York, it's a better experience than the last time. Have you been?
Yes, I've been to New York. What?
You said that shit like, no, it's not obvious, my guy.
Oh, I have family in New York. I thought I told you that.
Like New York City, though.
Yeah, like
I'm not talking about like Buffalo.
No. What?
Okay, right.
No, in New York and in New Jersey. I have
Dude,
family.
it was incredible. I was there with Vortex
Don't try
and
me,
Malik.
bro. It's part of my family.
I know you travel.
You know what I'm saying? Part of my family. No, I really don't travel, but part of my family from the motherland. You know what I'm saying? You know,
that's why you got the Scully on.
I got the Phantom ties. You know what I'm saying? Phantom low key my second cousin. You know what I'm saying?
Because he's Dominican, right?
What? How you know I don't have Dominican in my blood?
I know that for a fact.
Nah, bro. Don't try me.
Hey, so
hey, yo, Poppy, chill out, all right? Yo, pause.
Yo. Why did you say that to me and give me eye contact, my guy? What the hell?
Yo.
I fucked up.
Yo, Rojo.
I don't know what that means. Hey, so check it out.
Red light.
So we flew to Boston, and yo, shout out to the people that live in Boston. That's the most depressing place on earth. No, dude, not. We were miserable. We were supposed to record a video on Harvard campus, and Davis flopped because that's what he does, Mr. Unreliable. Mm-hmm. And then it was just really cold, and there was nobody on campus, so we just cut. We had a whip. We had the little Impala. We got the Chevy Impala. We just whipped to New York. Yeah, we did.
Wait, which one?
It was a new one. It was like 2019 or something like that. We had an old one, man.
You had the old Impala. That's low key one of my dream cars.
Okay, that's interesting.
But I think it's just because I'm from the South. I'm from Atlanta.
You gonna put some 24s on it?
A box and Chevy. I'm dead serious.
I know you're serious. I know you're serious. That's a crazy part. So we drove to New York. First night, we chilled with Phantom for a bit. It was cool. It was the first time I was like in the Bronx, because usually you just drive through the Bronx to get to Manhattan. But I went in there. It's interesting.
I must have, you never been in the Bronx?
It's exactly how it looks in Phantom's videos. No, I stayed in Brooklyn, Jersey City, which was horrible. Manhattan a whole bunch of times, different areas in Manhattan. I always it's a different area each time.
Yo, but that's okay. So I have family in Jersey, in Jersey City, New York.
Jersey City is. Yeah, sorry if you're from there. That place is the worst place I've ever traveled to, man. Literally,
the first time I ever was there, every single night, it was just sirens going off every night.
Bro, the first night I was there, keep in mind, I was doing a 2K video at the Airbnb I had in Jersey City. There was people posted on like the porch like this. They was looking all menacing and shit. And I knew it was up to no good because they were doing it all day, which means they didn't have jobs.
Exactly. No job.
But they would see me walk in with monitors and shit, and I'm like, bro, I'm getting robbed in T-3 days. So I made sure like security was on point because I was like, they know this location's the Airbnb and they see me coming in with electronics. 2 days, the second day I'm there, we were supposed to go to Brooklyn. So it's pretty fucking far from Jersey City because you have to cross the fucking, and 3 Ubers canceled on me. And I was furious. I was like, man, I hate Uber. But it wasn't Uber's fault. It's because somebody got shot. And so they had to block off a road and nobody can get to us.
Oh, I thought it was just because of the area.
Nah. Somebody got shot. So it was like, man, that was my experience in Jersey City. Jeez. And then I just left. I was like, I don't want to do this. I'd rather pay $600 a night for a hotel in Manhattan. Fuck it.
Did you go to the bodega?
We drove across the bodega. It isn't possible to find parking. It has to be past 7 p.m. or on a weekend.
Yeah, you don't drive to bodegas. You just walk to them.
Okay, but we had a car from Boston. So that's the other thing. That night, we didn't actually have anywhere to park the car. Everywhere is commercial parking during the day, except on weekends. So we just took the car back and we're like, we don't want this shit. It's like $80 to park. And it's one of those parkings where you actually can't take the whip out once you park it. There's no in and out. So you just keep it there for a day or two. What the fuck is the point?
Yeah, you're supposed to be walking. That's the point.
So yeah, that's what we did. We ended up walking. And then the second night, we're like, fuck it, let's do some comedy shit. Me and Willie like to go to comedy events. And we pulled up to the Comedy Cellar, which is a pretty well-known comedy spot in New York. And man, so it was first of all, we didn't make it in because it was packed. Apparently you have to schedule like 2 weeks before to get a ticket. Conveniently though, me, Willie, and Vortex are there. 3 people didn't show up. And it was the guys in the very front row. So they're like, hey, we'll let you in. They almost didn't let me in because I was in shorts, but I was like, bro, this is money. You don't want money? You know what I'm saying? They let us in.
Jesus,
boom.
The fact that you just wear shorts literally everywhere.
Yeah, but check it. It got really good. So we came in late because people were late, so we took their spot. And the jokes the host was making was about Vortex, me, and Waleed. He's like, oh, of course, it's the fucking black people that come in late. And he went in on us for like a good 5 minutes. And it's why every time I go to a comedy event, they always got to roast us. But it was fucking priceless, dude. It was so good. So then we're already gassed because we were a part of people's sets. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then John Mulaney comes in. You know who he is?
No.
You might have seen him on Comedy Central before. Huge comedian. He wasn't even on the fucking list of people. Surprise, boom. Out of nowhere, I'm excited. Chris Rock pulls up. Keep in mind, we got front row seats to this shit. I could touch Chris Rock, but they're just practicing material, so it's not like their official set. They're just trying shit in New York. So we just left. That's crazy. Fucking crazy, man. We left so happy.
Would I have lost my mind?
You would have lost your mind.
I would have been happy. Oh yeah, because it would have been a surprise.
Word.
We were that close. Yeah, for sure.
So that was unreal. It was such a fantastic experience. And the next day was the 2K League draft. I got a chance to go on the broadcast desk for a bit.
So it went from a great experience.
It was still a great experience in the 2K League. And I got a chance to announce one of the Raptors Uprising picks, which is cool. Dude, New York was fucking incredible. And then I just came home and I didn't want to talk to nobody. I did too much talking. Yeah, that was really cool. And all of that was in between this and the last pod. Man, I love New York. Bro, if it wasn't so expensive, so I've been doing this thing where like I've been trying to come up with a short list of 4 cities to have a home in when I'm like a billionaire. And man, New York has to be on that list. Definitely Toronto, probably LA, Virginia, just because like a nice chill spot, you know what I mean? And New York might be the 4th city, man. I don't know, my God.
So you talking about just places where you would want to live?
Like I have different homes in different locations on some like rich shit. You know what I mean?
So I was thinking like, just having like property there, but you talking about homes where to live at. That's what
I mean, it could be a condo. It doesn't have to be like a full on.
No, but that's what I'm talking about. I'm like, I thought you meant like just having property there, maybe like to just rent out or something.
Well,
like
I definitely do that when I'm not there.
Yeah,
but I think New York made the list. What an incredible city. There's like you can just walk and do things. There's no other city like that, man. No other city.
Yeah, probably not.
No other. Even like when you go to Toronto or Chicago. Not. Like, there's limits to this shit.
Yeah.
At any hour, you can just go outside and do things in New York.
That's the thing that killed me, is that at any hour, almost every hour on the dot, there's something always going on in New York. That's what was very, very interesting about NY. But,
I loved it.
I like it too. Like, I want to go back there again, but yeah.
We have to go together. It's so much fun going with Waleed, I realized. Any trip I go on is in what's the word I'm looking for? Improved, enhanced with Waleed's presence. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we were just having fun in traffic earlier today. We were in traffic, just like taking videos of each other's whips and shit, just having fun in traffic at 5 p.m.
Oh yeah. So what was Oh wait, can I say that?
I don't know what you're referring to.
About the video.
Which one? The one we just shot?
Davis, yeah.
You could, because it's dropping tomorrow. So.
Okay, bet. Yeah. So all right. So Davis is doing the video. He did a video with. So what is that video?
It was like we did like a gauntlet on NBA 2K.
Oh yeah.
No, it wasn't really. It turned into like first person to shoot 5 greens.
Yeah.
Me, Cinco, and Peter. And the winner gets to use a Lamborghini for a day. So he rented a Urus, and he was just whipping it around downtown. Facts. First of all, it's an incredible vehicle, and no cap, I said this shit, and I thought it too. I was like, I just want kids just to buy the Urus, because you're not gonna buy a Urus by yourself. If you're by yourself, you're getting a Gallardo or like a. But
I'm gonna let y'all know how outrageous that is from him to say that.
Like, I was like, my bad, I might just adopt some kids so I can get a Urus. Because I'm not getting a Urus without a family. I might just have to adopt some kids, bro.
Agent literally told me, he said, it is a slew amount of things that I'd rather have than kids. To the point where, can I say it?
Nah.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, he's right. Like, I don't want kids even remotely. I don't even want a pet because I don't want like extra responsibility.
So that's kind of true.
So let alone a kid, god damn.
But so for the fact that he would literally sit there and say that I want to have kids just so I can get a SUV, a Lamborghini SUV.
It's so beautiful.
But you can literally just get it though.
I know. That's the crazy thing. But it would feel like it's not gonna be used properly by me.
You have a whatchamacallit.
Oh, I didn't tell you I'm bringing my AMG from Toronto. So I already have that.
But you already have a range though. So it's not like you don't have an SUV.
I know.
What does it matter?
But the range was like, first of all, it was cheap because it was 2008. Like I said, I only dropped 11 on it. So it's like, it's kind of like a utility vehicle. You know what I mean? Like if I need to load tripods and shit, there's some things that just won't fit in my M4.
Technically.
What?
What's the Urus?
It's SUV.
But it's also same thing you just said, a utility.
Oh yeah, I mean, I guess so.
Exactly. So what are we talking about? Go ahead and drop the 90 stacks. Go ahead and drop it.
It's definitely 250.
Well, never mind. That's ridiculous. I'll never in my life.
And it doesn't even have carbon. It has like a bunch of Alcantara. Like the material is good. The interior has like this 3D mode, which is incredible. But yeah, 250.
Yes. Okay,
you saw the 3D? We tried it, dude. It's fucking insane. It renders everything around you in real time. So if you walk in front of the car, it will load you up.
That's crazy.
In the 3D atmosphere, and then it'll place the car there, and oh my god.
Some of y'all PCs at home can't even do something that quick. There's YouTubers who PCs can't even.
Yeah, it has like a built-in phone. You could put a SIM card in your car.
What?
That's some wild shit, man. I've never seen that before.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so
250 is still too much.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's
still too much.
Man. So yeah, interesting day for sure.
I should have. I guess I'll get another opportunity to do that. But I want to drive.
It's not as crazy as you think.
No, it is.
So I'll say this.
Trust me.
It does have a ton of traction because it's all-wheel drive. But I felt like maybe it's because there was 4 people in the car, there was more weight. But I was expecting to be amazed by the speed. I wasn't. In my mind, I was like, it'll beat my M4 in a drag race because my M4 is rear-wheel drive.
Yeah.
But that's only because it has more traction. It is a heavier car, it's SUV, but I just felt like I wanted more out of it. But it was still cool. I just wasn't jaw dropped the way I was expecting to be.
Well, I'm not really concerned about the performance of cars. I just like the interior and how it feels.
The interior wasn't even like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll say the center console and the dash was wavy. It was wavy. Exactly. Alcantara everywhere.
Exactly.
So but like, you'd be more impressed in a Rolls Royce interior, like even a Wraith or something.
I'm not saying that. That's
I know.
Jesus Christ. But also, if that's the case, then y'all should just rent out a Tesla.
Model X or
the Model X. Yeah.
I mean, that's not even out. That's not even. No, it's definitely better than a Model X interior.
No, I'm talking about the performance.
Oh, like Model X,
the speed of it.
A Model X ludicrous mode, like the fast one, that will destroy Urus.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's really quick.
Just do it just to, because that's why I want to be in a car when that happens.
Yeah, I feel.
Because I heard it just like sucks you into the chair when it takes off.
Yes.
So I actually just want to do that.
Word.
Nah, I feel like I would have been impressed because it's not like I'm driving anything crazy.
You should have. Well, you were working on the flight video, but
facts.
Yeah, it was an interesting time for sure.
I might be able to buy the Urus off the flight.
I see you on that, man. I see you on that.
Yo, go ahead and spam up them likes on that. Matter of fact, as soon as we get on this podcast, go ahead and go to that video. Go ahead and spam up the likes. Go and get that video to a cool milli. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I see what you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shit. Sound like you had a ball,
dude. Yeah. I had my first argument where I thought I might get shot, so I had to back up. That was 2 days ago.
Where was this?
I'm not gonna say where, but it's near where we live. It's like 10 minutes from here.
Oh, I thought it was in New York.
Nah.
Yo,
it's so crazy, yo. Okay, so in Atlanta, I kind of just
north, south, east, west. Which way?
Northwest.
Okay.
Not really. I just say west.
Okay.
Anyway,
so it is close.
Yeah, it's kind of close.
Oh my god.
So I'm driving with my. Okay, first of all, I was chilling. Like it was just vibes. You know, I was like in my whip. You know, just doing what I do, just chilling.
Jesus Christ.
And then out of nowhere, in the middle of a road, my guy, this lady starts to reverse. And I'm always cautious. I always drive like nobody knows what they're doing. Yeah. I immediately put my car into reverse. Now, I have a dual clutch transmission on my M4. So when I put it into reverse, there's like a delay, like half a second delay, right? And so on top of that, gear 1 has no traction. So I have to like be precise with the way I press down the pedal or else it's not going to grip. It's just going to rumble. So I do this and she won't stop backing up. My guy, she was this fucking close to hit my whip. And keep in mind, this is my M4, this is my baby. I don't put so much work into it. I just picked it up from a garage today. And then I so eloquently, under the pressure with 2 seconds to react, moved out of the way. She didn't even know what was happening the whole time. And then so she parked and I'm fucking livid. I'm like, I almost got into an accident. And anytime you hit the back of somebody, who does insurance blame?
You.
Exactly. So first of all, I don't want to put a claim on my car because it's going to fuck up the valuation big time.
Big time.
Second of all, anytime you fuck up my car, it's going to cut up the paint, expensive paint. I have to rewrap it. It's custom wrap. I have to order that shit from Europe and then it arrives. And then anywhere you hit on my car is carbon fiber. and you can't repair carbon fiber, you have to replace it. Thousands of dollars. So anywhere you touch my whip is going to cost you at least $5,000. So it's going to have to go through insurance. Scared out of my mind. I pull up right next to her, and it just happened that it was a handicap spot. And I was like, I just wanted to inform her in an aggressive manner that you can't reverse without looking. That's what I told her. I was like, you have to look when you reverse. And I'm gonna give her credit. She wasn't fighting me back on it. I've gotten in arguments with people where they argued they didn't do nothing wrong. She was like, I'm sorry. I was like, you scared the shit out of me. You had to look before you reverse. I'm sorry I did that. I apologize. Yeah, I didn't see you. Boom. So I didn't know.
Pause real quick. He has one of the, like, you might say the worst, like, road rage I've ever seen.
It's not road rage though.
Yes. Literally, we was in the parking lot of Home Depot, and I mean, people don't know how to drive. They're dickheads. So,
especially here.
Yeah. So this man is trying to he's trying to actually go out the exit, but people are parked right in front and didn't move out the way because they were loading up lumber. And yeah, we were buying lumber that time.
That wasn't road rage though.
No, it is.
The guy blocked the only path out because he's being selfish.
So he blocked the only path out, and an agent is then now he's all right, so now I have to back out. He starts to back out, but there's somebody behind him who probably can't even see what's in front of us going on. So then he backs up, and the dude behind us isn't trying to back out. Agent literally parks the car, like, aggressively, puts the car in park, opens up the door, and then yells at the dude. And I'm like, what are you doing? And then I'm thinking to myself, the reason why I would never do that is because I live in the South. I grew up in Atlanta my entire life. So I know that people could just be
strapped.
They could be strapped. They could be backing it. You could get caught that day. So I don't ever do some crazy stuff like that, even though I understand what he was trying to do. But
I didn't say nothing out of pocket. I turned around and I was like, what are you doing? It's blocked. And keep in mind, I tried to signal to him it was blocked. Move out the way. I gave him some signals. No, you know what I mean? But if he didn't catch the signals, I turned around. First of all, he sees my fucking whip is in reverse.
Okay, but geez, calm down. Just calm down.
But I wasn't angry though. Aggressive. I wasn't angry though. I was just trying to illustrate my message in the way that I was going to get him to move as fast as possible.
Yeah, but that's what road rage is. You're not really all that angry. It's just like a temporary inconvenience that you decide to just
rage is when I shoot an all white in 2K and I want to break everything around me. That's what rage is.
Bro, you literally got out the car. You didn't just like honk your horn and stick your head out the window.
I did do that at first.
No. I'm saying it's not like you just stopped there. You literally parked the car, got out the car, and start yelling at this man.
But that's just because I enjoy confrontation.
And that's why I go back to the store, because you're about to get shot.
Okay, so this old man out of nowhere is like, hey, get out the handicap spot. And I'm looking at him like, bro, does this have... I said this to him, like, does this have anything to do with you? I'm not parked. My car is on. It's standing. Legally, it's not parked if your car is on. It's standing. You got to know these parking rules. And so, first of all, I don't give a fuck about no handicap spot. I'm not trying to clog no handicap spot. I'm trying to argue with it. Not argue. I'm just trying... I just want to...
No, you arguing? No, you're right.
It'd have been an argument if she was arguing back, but she wasn't arguing back. So anyway, as I'm talking to this lady, he keeps interrupting, and he tells me, hey, back up from her window. And I'm like, yo, this has nothing to do with you, my guy. Cut it. I go back to her. You know what I mean? And so he says one more thing to interrupt me. And then I'm just like, I took a few steps up, and I was like, what's your problem right now, my guy? This has nothing to do with you. And he's there with his wife. And I could tell he was trying to impress his wife, bro. I see this shit coming from a mile away. So he takes some steps up to me. And it was at that moment I was like, he would not have done that unless he wanted a confrontation. He thought he was going to win. There's no reason he would have took some steps up to me. So he was like, get to stepping, buddy. Those were his words. And at that moment, I was like, I'm not a proud guy. I did my job. I told this lady right here, because she was a danger to society. I was like, you have to start looking for your reverse. I did my job. I'm not about to sit here and argue with a man who's just looking for fucking problems. I don't want your shitty handicap spot, man. So I literally said, I looked at him and I went, I bet. I didn't create no more problems, got on my whip and cut. So I was like, in my mind, I was like, there's no way he would have stepped to me low unless he had a gun on him. And I was like, I don't want no part of this. You know, he didn't reach for nothing. He didn't have his hand on anything, but I was like, I know where I'm at. And the interesting thing is, during all these arguments, I thought that he was going to be on my side when I first heard yelling, because everybody that was on the sidewalk saw it happen. And so there was like 20 people that saw her almost back into me. And in my mind, I thought logic was going to prevail. So I thought maybe explaining to the guy, she almost backed up into me. I'm trying to explain to her how she can never do that again. I thought he'd be like, oh, you're good. he did not give a shit about logic. No, he just saw an angry black guy and was like, bro, we have to diffuse this. And he thought maybe diffusing it was confronting me for no reason. And so when I looked around to see everybody else, everyone there was white. And I was like, bro, I'm outnumbered here. There's not a single person that's looking at me thinking, oh, nah, he's just frustrated that the car he spent all this time and love on, it was almost damaged because of something out of his control. And he saved the situation by reacting. Because, my reaction, when I'm under pressure, bro, I'm so like, that's one of the things I'm real proud of myself about, man.
And mind you, we live on the side of Atlanta where there's more white people than black people on this side.
Yeah.
But it's like progressive. There's way more progressive white people on this side of town.
True.
If we were
not in the areas I was in, though. Not in the area I was in.
Okay, maybe not, but the side where I'm from, when there's more white people than black people in those areas, it's not only is it noticeably more conservative, like to the point where they'll just drive around with Confederate flags in the back of their car.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Jesus.
I literally went to school with a dude who drove a Ford F-150. Mad huge wheels, like a pickup truck, like a monster truck wheels, and just literally just had his Confederate flag in the back of the car waving every single time he came.
God damn.
So if that situation would have happened, he definitely would have been ready. You wouldn't even have to question it.
I learned something about myself that day though, because I always wondered because in Toronto you don't have to worry about guns, so I'll keep arguing with you until we had enough of this argument. But I realized I'm not proud. I'm not a proud guy. You know what I mean? Because if I was a proud guy, because I was right, and when I'm right, I don't like to back down because I'm right. But in that moment, I was like, there's no point of pursuing this guy. I already talked to the lady that almost made everything happen. And we squashed everything. Everything is cool. He started problems, but I wasn't proud enough to resolve those problems with him, especially if it was in the form of a aggressive confrontation. I just let it go. I drove away. On my way, I put it in neutral. You know what I mean? I had my car.
Oh no! See, that's why. And that sounds like something you would do.
It is what I did.
As soon as you get in the car, you're gonna make sure everybody know, you just revved it up. Yeah, exactly.
I did.
You want to something gonna happen to you.
And so in that moment, I was kind of proud of myself.
You're not even learning your lesson. That's not a moment where you leave
the lesson is that I was able to step back from a situation where I was 100% correct. I dodged an accident. That's what happened.
Okay, so what did you learn?
I learned that I ain't learned shit, yo.
Oh my God. Because there's bound to be a time where somebody really don't care.
I know. So this is not the first time I've dodged an accident. You know what I mean? I'd like to think I'm a good road driver. There's some things I'd like to learn, like drifting. I'd like to learn how to track my vehicle really well. But when it comes to just driving on the road, I'm very precise with my vehicle. It's a wide body. You have to be precise or else you're going to bump into people. And so I was just really proud that there was a lot that could have went wrong. I could have put no power down. What am I looking at?
1 out of 10.
Man, Lo just dropped a banger for the people, man.
Three. No, that's 4 straight 1 out of 10s.
Has money moves right there, my guy.
Sorry, I had to cut off because
No, that's definitely worth it.
For people out there who don't know because I'm pretty sure we're gonna say this much more frequently. For people who don't know what a 1 out of 10 is on YouTube, they literally rank your 10 most recent videos, and on a minute-to-minute basis, basically, they'll update you to figure out where are your views in contrast to the other 9 videos.
So 1 out of 10 means it's first place out of his last 10 videos. You get enough of those in a row, that's a lot of momentum right there.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm on my 4th 1 out of 10 right now. Man, career highs after career highs.
That's what I was talking about, man. Yes, crazy. Sir.
But look, you got to chill out. You have to stop.
You
have to stop.
I realized in certain areas I had to chill out. I didn't realize. I just thought logic would work. In Toronto, logic worked for me. If I turned to the guy and he was like, I saw that happen. I saw it happen. You know what I mean? Then he would have been like, oh, I seen it. You need to get better at driving.
But there's no logic to racism, so they don't care. They, like you said, they just see a black dude.
Fam.
So that's it.
Oh, last thing I want to say. The part that really pissed me off, and I'm so proud that I didn't react to this, was after he said get to stepping, and I was like, yeah, all right, okay. And then I got in my car, his wife looked at him on some like he just fucking saved her, like just like a hero. Oh my god, you're such a hero. Yes. And then he looked at his wife like, yo, you see how I did that shit with this fucking strap right by my and then this shit pissed me off because like you're not no hero, but you just got involved in some shit that had nothing to do with you.
But that's the scenario that they fantasize, they fetishize about, so to give them the opportunity. That's what I'm saying. So you're just insinuating, you're just putting themselves in that situation. It's literally what you're doing.
His dream came true. I know it came true for him, where he was like, oh my God, angry black guy. And when I gave him the explanation of what happened, he didn't want to hear it.
He doesn't.
And I was like, I didn't know what to think, because I was like, usually logic works in these situations. Why isn't it working? Especially because there was no need for logic. He saw it happen. The thing happened in front of him. So the fact that I had to also break it down for him and he was still like, get to stepping. I was like, yeah, okay. And he can go home and talk to this story for the next 20 years.
His wife was in heat after that. Yes, that's exactly what you gave him a story to tell for the rest of his life.
Yes.
And he's going to exaggerate his life.
He's going to be like, yo, this angry black, he done pulled up to the window looking all menacing. He's in danger.
He's going to be in the alleyway the same way Hank in the Hill is with all his buddies. And he's going to sit there and say, hey, bud, today I almost had to pull out my strap. almost had to pull it out on him. This black fellow out there was acting a little reckless.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's the second time since I've been here where I felt like something was done just because I was black, which you might think is bad, but that's actually a huge improvement from like every other day in Toronto. Every other day I would feel like, oh, you're following me in the grocery store because you think I'm gonna steal something. And then that actually inspired me to actually want to steal something. Like
we live on a better side of town, so that doesn't happen. Yeah, if you go on the other side, yeah, it would.
But there's a lot of first generation immigrants in Toronto, and so living there, they'd bring a lot of their biases, which is fine. I had plenty of like Chinese friends and Sri Lankan friends. Their parents didn't like me at all. And they made it clear to me, but it's like, that was just the life I lived, so it was nothing. But it's actually very refreshing that rarely happens here. Rarely happens, except here, like it's more life or death.
I'm about to say, the difference is ridiculous. Look,
interesting, huh?
You just got to be around more people where they openly tote that thing out.
I was just talking to someone today where he had it just on his seat, not in the glove, not nothing. He just had it on his seat. And he just pulled it out, and I asked because I was like, "There's no way that's loaded, right?" And he's like, "No, look, pow!"
Yes.
And I was like, "Yo, what the hell is going on
here?" It'll start to happen more frequently.
Yeah, that is crazy.
And then you'll start to really think to yourself, like, "Man, anybody could really be walking around with it."
Yes,
literally anybody.
Yes.
So, yeah, man, you gotta chill out. You need to know where you at right now.
I know.
You're not in Toronto.
But I did chill out though. That's why I was proud of myself. I didn't let
nothing.
I didn't let like no feeling make me do a dumb decision. Even though you might see the whole situation as dumb, me, I knew when to back up. You know what I'm talking about?
Yo, did you get a chopped cheese?
Nah.
Phantom you about to go get Phantom tomorrow?
Yeah, at the airport.
I'm about to text Phantom right now, tell him to get a chopped cheese.
Bring it across the airport.
I keep telling yes. I've literally seen people
bugging, man.
Record this on YouTube and they just like buy chopped cheese and they send it out.
That's not like, it's not hot off the press though.
I just want to know what it tastes like though.
You haven't had chopped cheese ever?
No, because when I went to New York, I was younger and I didn't know about chopped cheese.
That's tough. Where did you go when you went to New York?
I went to Queens.
How often? Like how you went just one time?
No, I went a few times. When we went, my cousin, he's more of a BLT type not BLT ham, egg, and not ham.
Bacon, egg, and cheese?
Yeah, bacon, egg, and cheese, yeah. He's more of a bacon, egg, and cheese type of guy. So when we went, that's what we had.
Word?
Instead of a chopped cheese.
Nah, I didn't really get out, to be honest with you. And I was trying to, we was at this esports lounge in like Lower Manhattan, and I found myself trying to explain to people what I thought is obvious, because there's certain things, like we talked about, I think on the last pod, there's certain things I just can't do. Because it's like, I'm not in the right area to be doing some reckless shit like that. You know what I mean? And they were talking about like, yeah, you guys should just pull up to the subway. I was like, first of all, everyone has their diamond watches and chains on. Second of all, I have cameras and Davis has cameras. What are you talking about? We should go to the subway right now. That's a horrible decision. Yeah. There was a few places where I just didn't want to like pop out, especially if I don't know the area at all. And in the Bronx, for the most part, it's just like a series of buildings on near busy streets.
But that's the whole purpose of fandom.
I mean, that's true.
He's supposed to have you secured.
I went to his crib too. It's so interesting. New York is such a fucking fascinating place. It's so polar opposite to everything I knew like growing up. You know what I mean? Like, cause when you grow up in the suburbs, you're just used to like grass and like homes 2,000, 3,000 square feet, like space. You know what I mean? Parks and shit. Nah, New York is like, man, everything is cramped and every street is busy all the time. Yep. And the people don't really respect road rules. So you just kind of swerve. There's no real such thing as lanes. People just drive wherever they fit. True. There's no actual like median or divider. They don't give a fuck about a lane. Like, they're just driving. It's true. Yeah. I swear I love that place. I don't know. It's just chaos. And that's what I love about it. It's just so much going on, you know?
And especially when they park on the street.
They'll like double park on the street, and it's like, how's that guy gonna get out? I don't know. But then they'll just go into the store, and it's like, I'd be pissed if that was me, man. I'd be pissed.
That is crazy. But because what type of spot he live in? He live in like a because last time I went, there's like 3 different type of I guess I don't know if they call them apartments or whatever. But like 3 different types of places like you can live in New York. The first one is like you kind of just go into a building and it's like a hallway, and at the end of the hallway there's a bathroom, and then there's like a whole bunch of
that's like a dorm, my guy.
But I don't know what it's called, but it's some are like that.
I never seen anything like that.
Then there's ones where you kind of have your own kind of like actually, you remember how Hey Arnold lived?
No, dude, it's been like 2 decades.
That's how Hey Arnold lived.
Okay,
it was a bathroom just on the floor, and then
But that's a dorm. You would never rent an apartment that doesn't have a bathroom.
I don't know if it's called a dorm. It's called something, but I understand what you're saying. It's similar to
because even a studio apartment, it just doesn't have a kitchen, but it has a bathroom. You need at least one bathroom in every living space.
There's places like that.
I've never seen that. Maybe that exists, but I never seen that.
Then there's like places where almost each level has their own place, but it's almost like a studio apartment. So it's like it has its own kitchen, living room, bathroom, but it's like a studio apartment. And then there's what they would consider luxury and just a regular, and everywhere else would be called like a regular apartment, but for them it would be like you have your space, you have your living room, then you go over here and there's like 2 bedrooms.
I didn't see a lot of the apartment. No, it was just small, like 800 square foot, 1,000 maybe on a lucky day square foot apartments that I seen. But
so studio, almost like studio apartments.
Yeah, but there was a kitchen. It was just small. But like once you go to like Brooklyn and stuff, you'll see like townhouses, but they're very slim. There's not a lot of space, but it's like mad expensive. So it's like, that's what you could afford.
I don't think I would ever do that. I don't think I could do that. I think I've been in a house, like in living in a house too long for me to like transition to that.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, I don't think I could do that.
I don't think that could be my primary residence, but I wouldn't on my 4 cities. I'm trying to get to 4 cities. Ooh, yeah, that should be like that's my new goal, by the way. Get to 4 cities.
But even if you were to go there, then the lofts would cost too much.
It would be expensive, but that's it. Regardless, when I'm not there, it's rental property on some like Airbnb short term type shit, or maybe just seasonal. Like, because I'm not going to go to New York ever in the winter. I hate that.
Facts.
So in the winter, just rent it out, or anytime I don't think I'm gonna be there. But anyway, yeah, dude, fucking incredible place. I need to travel with you, and it's like, man, I can't get you to go places, but like, yeah, on like 2 days' notice, Vortex and Waleed were like, okay, let's do Boston, and we'll drive from Boston to New York, and then,
especially not Boston. You should have just led with New York. You're like, let's go to New York.
We should have done that. Yeah, the video flopped in Boston anyway. But yeah, you should come on more trips with us. I'm being serious. Like, it's so much fucking fun.
When's the next? Here's the problem. When is the next trip? Because like you just sat there and said, last minute, it's like, oh yeah, in a day or two, I'll be ready to go. Oh yeah.
But I noticed this about you and a lot of people from Atlanta too. Growing up, like, I could just call people bowling right now. Boom, let's do it. You know what I mean? But here it's like you had to make plans. Like, if I didn't tell you about it the day before, then you're not going out that night. You know what I mean? There's only been a few instances. Like, remember when I wanted to scout some locations for my Change My Mind video, and I told you on the spot, and you were like, oh, okay. Like, that was like, oh, wow. Lo actually agreed to go. I didn't think he was gonna say yeah.
Well, because there's no other. I was gonna be the only person to be able to even show you, because it's not like nobody.
Yeah,
else.
I guess. But no, we just do things impromptu. The next trip though is here tomorrow. A bunch of people are coming here.
See, that's what I'm saying. See, I didn't know any of that. So he just like literally says, "Yo," and mind you, I live on the bottom floor. So when people come in the house and they just stomp on the main floor, I can just hear it as if like I'm in a dirty, dingy ass apartment complex, and I literally have a whole bunch of people up top of me. So then he'll literally just say, "Oh yeah, people come tomorrow." Oh yeah.
Yeah,
by like 5-6 people. Oh yeah, five, 6 people.
Nah, it's only it's 2 people and plus Davis. But Davis has he moved into his new house. Have you went yet?
I haven't gone to Davis.
Oh, we should go because I haven't went either. Bro, the guy gave me the worst instructions ever last time. I almost died.
I don't want to go. It has to be during the day though. He told me to go during the night too. And I was thinking to myself like, I can't even. I don't want to go at night when I can't see the view. I ain't gone to Peter's place either.
I've only been there once too. Yeah, you should. We should go on tour.
Yeah,
these different locations.
Oh yeah, there's a house in our neighborhood right now that's up for sale.
Oh, the one down there?
Yeah.
We went to the open house.
Y'all did?
Yeah, we were. Did you
wait down there?
Yeah.
No. The one with the crazy hill.
Oh, that one too. I didn't go to that one, but we saw open house right here. We're about to head out to record a video. We just pulled up to the house. He was like, "Hey, what's good, neighbors?"
Literally, but the other house has a crazy thing.
Yeah.
Twice as much. Yes.
Seriously?
Yes.
But of all the houses in our block, most of them aren't renovated like this one. So when you walk into them, just like it's mad old, bro. The man's had carpet.
I'm talking about rent.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, that's tough. That's very tough.
Exactly.
I'm getting into that though, real estate. I'm trying to like watch these videos to learn. Like if I walk into a house, oh, that's granite. Is that faux? Is that real?
Yeah.
Is that real hardwood? What kind of hardwood is that?
Especially in Atlanta, where you can just flip things so easily. No.
I'm trying to get into that for sure.
And they starting to gentrify parts of Atlanta too.
Yeah, they're trying to.
No, they've been way more successful recently.
There's plenty of places they've been trying to do that. I've just been looking. Like you have like a gated community with massive houses. Turn around, boom, ghetto. Shit is crazy.
You talking about here?
No, I've seen that mostly on the West End or like Southwest.
Okay, so you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, the West End.
Yeah.
So, but that's all new though.
Those big houses?
Yes, those are new.
Yeah, I could see. Just by the way I look at them, I could tell them.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. So, like, but all right, so they've been doing that for like 10 years. But now, like, recently, just
they've been going hard?
To the point where there's, in the West End Mall, if y'all who live in Atlanta, y'all know the West End Mall, they about to close that down. They about to shut down the entire mall.
What does that mean, though?
No, like, literally shut it down. People who work in there and do their business have to leave that building, and they're going to completely run that entire lot over and put buildings there.
There's no way that's the best use of money because demolition is expensive. You're gonna demolish a whole mall.
But so then people, but it's not even it's not big. It's a 1-story mall. It's not like a crazy big mall.
Still, I mean, trust me,
it's not that big. It's about the size of like a Walmart and a Target next one. Maybe not even that.
That's
not even
that big.
That's
not it. Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
That's not, it's okay. Maybe it's not even that big. However, I say all that, and then the apartments that they're putting up there are like $700 more to $1,000 more than what everybody else is paying in that area. So yeah, they're gentrifying the spot. So yeah, if you can get your money up in Atlanta, flip some homes and houses, I'm gonna be on HGTV, just sitting there, trying to figure out, what's the faux, what's the granite, how should I, properly spend my money, you know what I'm saying? Paint the walls white, make it a little bit more spacious.
We watch the same videos. I know about the painting white technique.
Get the furniture in there, you know what I'm saying? Get a little renovation, get some tile, here and there. Easy.
Yeah, I did that. The last house I went to, I was just doing that with leading them. I was like, "Hey, bro, do you notice how there's carpet in the washroom? That's reckless." You know what I mean?
Where did y'all go?
It was a house right down there, bro. They had
carpet in the bathroom. Oh no!
I was like, "Yo, they're bugging right now."
You know how nasty that is?
That's disgusting. And it was such a weirdly oriented house, but I was noticing those things. And I was so happy, like I'm making progress.
Oh, all of these houses are custom.
Each house in the area?
No, in this neighborhood.
Oh, word?
Yeah, all of them are custom. Because normally in the neighborhood, they have like some type of, like 2 or 3 type of builds.
Yeah, and everyone just does those with like add-ons and shit.
No, this is everything in this house. In this
I could tell because it's a weirdly optimized house.
Yes.
But that's why I like it though. Is all the room, like this room is fucking massive. This podcast set up here, gaming set up there. I have 2 desks for like just utility shit. And I have a lounge to watch TV and chill with when people come over. All in one room.
You literally have 2 couches.
I have 2 couches in this room.
You literally have 2
and 4 desks.
Yes, 2 couches and 4 desks.
That's unbelievable. Yeah, I love
honestly, if you rearrange some things, you still could put something else somewhere else.
I know I can. Yeah, so I like how the room filled up though. Like now it feels like complete. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm happy too because when we first moved in, especially downstairs, the echo was terrible.
Yeah,
but now it's nowhere near as bad as it was.
Now there's
before.
Things there. So
yeah, so that's good.
I got to see you on ping pong. You got a ping pong table. We haven't played that yet.
I'm bad at ping pong.
I'm becoming really good with my smash. You know, you got to curve the smash like this.
No, I'm terrible at it. You'll never catch me ever in your life.
But just try and get good at it. We have a foosball table. I haven't seen you on that.
These are things that I've never done before because I'm black, so I don't do.
What
these
do you mean
things.
Black people don't play ping pong? You out your mind?
Who?
I guarantee you, black people play ping pong.
I mean, but like in general, who? Like generally, black people don't play ping pong.
Bare people play ping pong.
No, yeah, bare people, white and Asian people.
Ping pong sees across color.
Yeah, white to Asian. Yeah, exactly.
I'm letting you know because I don't play ping pong with all kinds of people.
But you're not black.
There's bare NBA players that like brag about being good at ping pong. They're black.
Yeah,
I can't name them off the top.
Kyle Korver, Jeremy Lin.
Nah.
Jeremy Lin, yeah.
Jeremy Lin, he's not in the NBA.
I mean,
come on, Lord. I thought you did this for a living.
Oh my goodness gracious.
You should drop a Jeremy Lin video, but criticizing him because he was horrible on the Raptors. I'm like, why? He was so bad. Yeah.
No, I'm not. Jesus, doing a Jeremy Lin video in 2020. It sounds nasty. Yo, what else happened? Anything else happened?
Davis moved in. So like,
which is the dumbest. But okay.
Davis is OD bugging for a lot of that shit, to be honest.
He is.
But I could see why though. When I was 18, I desperately wanted to get out of my mom's house. Because
but not in that. No.
I could see why he did it, but it's such an expensive decision. That's what
I'm saying.
Let's say the average house in Georgia, in Atlanta, is like $2,000 a month.
Not even that, but
going. But just say on average, if you want to move in by yourself, this is $24,000 a year. Think about the things you could do $24,000 with. That's so wild.
But realistically speaking, Davis could live by himself for like less, like 15.
He can, but you had to think about it like this: as a YouTuber, most YouTubers, not all, they grinded for so long without shit. So it's like the second I got money, I just wanted to spend it on things that I thought I deserved.
And is that Davis?
Then maybe he deserves his own spot.
But I'm not saying his own spot.
But I get Davis, that. Okay. But he wants to like, you got to up your lifestyle sometimes.
Do we?
So we didn't really ball out when we did housing decisions. We were pretty older, like
because we're older. We understand.
I paid rent before, so
exactly, we understand financial decisions. Yes.
But like with my car, for example, my car is like this shit costs a lot to upgrade. But because I'm like, I deserve. First of all, I spend a lot of time making decisions in my car, and it's such I enjoy it so much. So I used to like, man, fuck it. Let me just drop that real quick on my vehicle. But that's the only place where I spend crazy.
But think about that's a one-time expense. Even if it may be recurring every now and then. Once you're done, and there's a threshold. Like you're not gonna add like wings on a car or anything like that. Like once you kind of do everything you want to do, it's done.
Not really. That's what I thought. You realize like there's a pit, man. You can keep going forever with upgrades. You will go forever,
but you're not going to go forever.
Yeah, with I'm not that crazy.
You're not going to.
There's only one more thing I'm gonna do, and it's not even like a feature with the car. It's like a preventative measure so the engine doesn't combust because it's tuned.
So like that's it though.
Yeah,
so that's it. More likely when you're done, you're done.
Yeah.
And even if you do any type of upgrades, it's not going to be on a monthly basis.
No.
Sitting there and putting yourself in a house for more than $25 a month, I
paid $25 in Toronto.
But I'm talking about in Atlanta.
And that was for a bungalow.
But I'm talking about in Atlanta. In Atlanta, you could literally, even on this side of town, you could easily find something for 15.
Yeah. But I mean,
he should not be paying more than us.
But hate to sin though.
No.
Not every area
Davis,
in our area.
You're stupid.
Nah, but I understand where he's coming from.
Davis, you dumb.
I fully understand where he's coming from.
You're dumb, bro. Yo, get on the pod and defend yourself. You're stupid, bro. You're just stupid. Because none of it just doesn't make any sense.
I can see that being a meme. You're dumb, bro. You're stupid.
You're stupid.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't, like, you should never, ever in your life spend that type of money on something that's rental property and you're living on your own.
Yeah, I agree. I just started investing. That
nigga's gonna be in one room all day.
I mean, I see it. Yeah. Oh, yo, there's flies fighting the light up there.
No, that's
those are ladybugs. Yeah, say word. They're back.
Yeah. Oh, the dude came.
Yeah, I'm gonna get him to do the inside because there's squirrels and raccoons above my room.
What were you about to say? Oh yeah, you investing your money?
Yeah, I got into stocks at the worst fucking time. This coronavirus then took 6% of my portfolio off the rip.
Jesus Christ.
Man, I sat there miserable as shit that day, bro. Oh my God, I was pissed. And it's probably gonna get worse. So I'm probably gonna just buy low, to be honest. I'm not just gonna take the L.
But why?
Fuck it.
Yeah, I don't know what you're investing in. All I know is especially to all my content creators out there, save your money, invest it.
Facts.
Put it especially put it to the side so you can help you pay taxes off when it's all said and done. But really importantly, just save money. There's no need to like just sit there and just blow all the money away, especially when we know a lot of content creators that make way more than their average living family or average household or anything like that. So yeah, like
so volatile. It's crazy. There's some YouTubers that make nothing, and there's other YouTubers that make way more than projected. It really depends on where YouTube categorizes
and it's
your
very,
content.
very, very rarely people are in between.
I don't know about rarely, but I see what you're saying. You either make nothing because they think your content is not advertiser friendly, or you make a ton. But it's just because you talk to a lot of people in your circles that also have like videos that are in good standing. But I've talked to people who just make average. There's plenty of people who make average. You know what I mean?
What's average?
Average is like a 6 CPM, 6, 7.
Okay.
Yeah, I know plenty of people that do that.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
I would. Yo, if I had a 6, 7 CPM, the fact that that's average. Oh,
yeah, that is crazy.
For
those who don't know, CPM is just cost per mil. So that's how much dollars you get per 1,000 views on a video. It depends. Like if you guys click on an ad or watch it till its entirety, we get paid for that. If you guys skip ad, my understanding is that we don't get paid for that at all.
Really?
Yeah, because a lot of companies will just put like their name, like Lysol, in the beginning, but they don't really have to pay for that. You know what I'm saying? But the way YouTube's ad system works is you give them money and they're like, your ad's gonna go out to a projected 10,000 people. You know what I mean? And when that ad is done over the course of like 2 days or whatever, it gives them the returns. Like this many people clicked it, this many people did this.
Yeah.
But if you click the ad, then we generally if you watch a video and don't click an ad, I might not see nothing from that. See what I'm saying?
But no, but you think that many people actually click the ads?
I don't know. It depends on what community you're in, like the tech community
Like,
and the financial community.
Those two.
No, they click everything.
For sure. I'm talking about for us. I can't imagine the ads that are put on my.
But that's not because people click them for you. It's because your content is so advertiser friendly that companies have to pay a premium to put their ad on your video. So they're just paying more off the rip.
Okay.
So like if I wanted to advertise on Swante's channel, sorry Swante for using an example, but they don't categorize his videos as advertiser friendly, so it'd be way cheaper. If I was a smart advertiser and I wasn't overly concerned about what I'm putting my ad on, I would just find people that swear a lot. Way cheaper to put your ads on those people.
Yeah.
And you're still reaching probably the same fucking audience. It's just the way they upload their content is different. Like Danny, who's David Dobrik?
Okay.
That guy makes nothing off of advertising, like AdSense, nothing.
Yeah.
And he's talked about it in videos before. I mean, he could be capping, but I think he might be telling the truth. He does crazy things. But I
don't think his videos are that long, are they?
No, 4 minutes.
Yeah.
So if I was an advertiser, I'd be like, yo, what could I do to get a reserved ad on David Dobrik's channel?
But to him, what may be nothing, maybe I'm pretty sure it's more than the average person.
No, it's not. He said on videos that he made like a few hundred or a few thousand in AdSense for the month. And keep in mind, he's getting like 200 million views.
What?
So he should be getting like he should be getting a fuck ton, but like probably he should be getting in 1 month probably would have gotten more than what I've gotten in my whole career on YouTube.
I don't know about that much.
Yes,
but okay.
I 100% believe that. But he doesn't see none of it, which is wild. But he makes up for it with sponsors, and
of course.
He's well connected. And he's probably one of the most brilliant people on the whole platform. And I've been noticing that. Have you noticed that?
He's been doing interviews with certain people. He did one with Sway.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
And Sway was like he just didn't know. He was just asking all these preliminary questions. I was like,
yeah, he was asking very basic questions, and I was in like, come on, Sway, you don't know how the internet works.
And sometimes sometimes when you talk to industry people, they'll say something like a little condescending, like, "Oh, I bet my daughter watches you." I'd be like, why are you saying that, bro? Like, why did you just say that? You know, they'll kind of like, and so the content creator feels like they have to like minimize their accomplishments because they don't want to threaten what these industry guys got going on. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he won't be like, man, I fucking worked my ass off for this and I got here. Because they're going to sit there and they're going to be like, but you just uploaded videos to YouTube. And it's, you're not going to sit there and explain that to any like industry interviewer.
But I think there's more people who are starting to understand that concept, to like the power of the internet and what it actually takes to get an understanding of what's going to pop and what isn't going to pop when you upload on YouTube or Twitter, especially on YouTube, because I wholeheartedly agree that being on YouTube and being successful on it is more difficult than any other platform, simply because the quote unquote rigorous task that the viewer has to do to even get to your content and actually sit through and watch it before it can even count as a view. And
I don't know if you know this, but every platform thinks that about their platform. No, when I talk to Twitch streamers, they're like, Twitch doesn't have discovery, therefore it's harder to blow up. So Twitch is actually way harder to grow than YouTube. When you talk to people on TikTok, it's impossible to stay relevant on TikTok for this long. When you talk to people on Instagram, organic growth is almost impossible. I've heard it all from all the people on every platform.
I'll give it up to Twitch. I'll give some love to Twitch.
But think about it. Aside from Facebook and YouTube, what other website has a fantastic organic growth algorithm that could push you to audiences that you don't know? None.
Yeah, none.
And
but I'll give it to Twitch. But when I hear people, especially like, because I'm in the NBA community, and there's people who have NBA IG pages and stuff like that, and they sit there and they talk about how hard it is to like pop without having to pay for promo and stuff like that. I'm like, trust me, bro. It's especially if you're trying to get organic growth, which is something that you should always want to gain, because even if you pay for your views or your likes or your followers or stuff like that, or you pay for promo, it's not really going to last, even if you see a bump in interaction, because a lot of people just got to your page just off of somebody else's, and they don't actually build or grow or connect with you as a content creator or someone who's on IG. So no, trust me when I say the fact that, because on IG, and I think even on Facebook, if I'm not mistaken, like as long as it actually just scrolls through, as long as the content scrolls through someone's timeline, it counts as a view.
Yes, and so that's I don't know if we talked about this on the pod, but Netflix had to recently change their metrics just so they can compete with Disney Plus, because Disney Plus, I forgot what the exact numbers were because I watched the video a few weeks ago. But for Netflix, previously, you had to watch 75% of an episode for it to count as a view. Now, anybody who's been on social media knows that's an impossibly high standard.
75%.
So Netflix wasn't counting a lot of views that stopped halfway. And I don't know about you, but sometimes if it's 40 minutes, I don't watch the whole thing. I watch half it now. I might watch some more later. Like, the shit comes and goes.
And so when they had videos and movies that had hundreds of thousands of views, that means that those are hundreds of thousands of people that watch 75% of that video or that movie.
So that Baby Yoda show that was blowing up when Disney Plus was first announced? That show broke the records in terms of streaming numbers and views. But it's because Disney counted their views way differently. So Netflix had to change their metrics, and they have to. Like, that's Disney Plus is playing the game to get people excited about their shit, you know what I mean? So people could subscribe to it. And I think Netflix changed. I could be wrong now, but they made it way easier. Now it's like if you watch 2 minutes of something and you clicked on it, then they assume like you intentionally clicked on it, so they count it as a view. Which you might think is like, oh, only 2 minutes. But that's valid. On Facebook, it's like 2 seconds, and they're like, oh, that was a view. That was a view.
Exactly.
And on YouTube, if I'm not mistaken, it's 15 seconds.
I thought it was like 30.
The last I heard, it was 15. But those things change. So, I mean.
But again, on YouTube, especially if it doesn't pop up on your home page, or you don't have it on Noti Gang, but you should have us on Noti Gang anyway. So I don't know why you don't have us on Noti Gang. If you don't, you might as well just click on the bell right now. Anyway, unless you on Noti Gang or it doesn't pop up on your home page, that means that somewhere you actually had to see that video or search for the video, click the video, and watch it for 15 seconds or however many long. Now, that may sound like a fairly simple task to do, but when you're talking about counting up views on any social media platform, that's a much higher and rigorous task for a viewer than especially on Instagram and on Facebook. Like, you can just scroll through and it automatically plays, and
so you don't even have to view it. It just has to cross your timeline.
Exactly.
Because they put it there. Playing. So it's going to count as a view.
So it counts as a view. So when someone actually has 100,000, 200, 500, a million, that literally means a million people clicked on that video with the intentions of actually watching it.
Word.
So that to me, in my opinion, is a much harder task to accomplish. So I don't understand why people even be complaining about what they can or can't do on Instagram. But going back to the David Dobrik, because he came from
Vine.
Came from Vine, dabbled in I think a little bit of Instagram, but really blew up on YouTube. And for the fact that he just instantly knows what's going to pop and what's not going to pop and stuff like that. I agree. Like that man's a genius.
I've noticed that though. The guys that came from Vine, as much shit as we gave them, because some of their content was incredibly cringy, they are incredibly talented. Think about it. The Liza Koshy came from Vine.
Only, I still
David
feel like
Dobrik.
That's still only a handful.
King Batch. Daystorm was actually big on YouTube, OG on YouTube.
Yeah.
But his channel was dying out. He went on Vine, blew the fuck up, and now he's back on YouTube and he's huge on Instagram. Yeah. So I genuinely think if you were able to make it on Vine, you just like were incredibly talented. Logan Paul, Jake Paul. Like, I mean, take Jake Paul out of that situation. But I think Logan Paul is incredibly talented. And that's why he made it on YouTube. When you could flood a platform, especially because it was dying and everyone was looking to follow these people on the next one onto a new shit.
Yeah.
I remember David Dobrik when he first started his vlogs. He did it before Vine was ever dying, and it didn't work. He had like this group channel with a bunch of guys, then that flopped.
Yeah.
Then he made his own shit and dedicated some time to that, and now like he's one of the biggest, if not one of the biggest. I'd say top 10 YouTuber.
But because even Daystorm was talking about this about how like there was a group of like a lot of those creators that you just referenced to.
Yeah.
There was a lot of creators who acknowledged that YouTube is easily the platform to go to because Vine wasn't paying anybody. And there's a lot of platforms that just don't pay. But YouTube, which is another reason why YouTube stay popping. It's always going to pop. I don't know why people...
Until Amazon does something about it.
Nah, but it's that. I don't think that's going to happen.
It might happen in the next few years.
I don't think... Well, I was going to say anytime soon. But yeah, YouTube stay popping because, of course, of the AdSense and the revenue that you can generate just simply off of clicking on a video and watching it. Whereas on all the other platforms, you have to get some type of sponsorship to earn that type of money. But when it comes to actually just like building something, Daystorm was referencing how like outside of those people, there's a lot of people who just were blind to what was going on with Vine and how content creators just weren't being noticed and recognized. And so how it only took like, I think he said it only took like 15 to 20 of them to leave the platform, and the viewers
didn't they have like a riot or something? What was it, like a lockout?
Yeah, it was.
I remember they did something like that.
Exactly. It was between. I know Daystorm was one of the more louder content creators about his frustrations with the
and
content.
What were the frustrations? I'm not gonna lie, I forgot.
The people, they just weren't getting paid. They weren't getting paid, and there wasn't any way to monetize it. And there wasn't any way to actually look at like any deep analytics, so they couldn't even go to the sponsorships for it. Then when it came down to just trying to make some type of improvement on the platform, Vine themselves just completely as a company did not care. Like they weren't even giving the content creators an opportunity to voice their opinions.
Word.
Like they weren't even hearing it. So then Daystorm was like, I don't know why you all are ignoring us because we straight up make this platform. So about 15 to 20 of them, just like you did, they did a lockout and stopped uploading. The views noticeably took a dip. Just out of like the top 15 to 20 Vine content creators. Mm-hmm. And so then once that happened, people were starting to realize like, oh, what's going on? So then that's when people started to spread out with Instagram and of course YouTube.
Yeah.
And then that's when Vine tried to come back and say, oh, wait, what's going on? What's going on? What do y'all need? But by that time, a lot of the content creators on Vine started to realize, they started to realize like, no, we really don't actually need you all, and we can do way more on other platforms or do roughly the same thing. Which honestly, I feel like is going to happen to TikTok as well. I don't know how
far away. First of all, I've heard that TikTok is within a few months of having monetization, but even when they do have it, is like we all kind of just assume it's going to be as fantastic as YouTube's system.
It's not.
First of all, YouTube has the greatest ad system on earth. Shout out Google.
Facts.
And I heard Microsoft even has better CPMs on Mixer than Twitch does with Amazon. And so like if Amazon is struggling to get sales and bring people in, YouTube has all these controversies. They're still doing a fantastic job. It's going to be very difficult for TikTok to do that. Very difficult.
Especially when you're talking about content that is being consumed by such a young audience. I have a hard time believing that they'll be able to.
Oh, they're gonna get killed by the FTC.
That's what I'm saying. I have a hard time believing that they're gonna have any type of immediate or some type of consistent revenue stream that you can rely on, because there's absolutely no way, especially when they're trying to regulate things now.
It's tough for those kind of apps to even make money.
Exactly.
Like Vine, the reason it flopped was because it wasn't making money. So how could they share revenue with anybody if they're not making money? You know what I'm talking about? Exactly. I remember when the ad system first released for YouTube, people were furious. We have to watch ads. This is the reason we came on the internet, is to watch videos, not be bombarded by ads. And YouTube stuck with their guns. And the pressure was so high that people genuinely thought that it was the end of YouTube. and people were abandoning the website in general. And keep in mind, this is a few years after Google bought it, because YouTube was about to go under before Google bought it. Yeah. And so Google saved it, and they're trying to make it into something. And then they had the miraculous idea to share some of the revenue that was made on ads with the content creators. And at the time, I don't think we truly appreciated how crazy that is. But that's not a given, and they don't have to do that.
And it's even crazier that there was a point where people were just viewing videos and content for free, and then had the audacity to like start complaining that you had to watch a 30-second ad, even though you just got done watching traditional media like TV.
And it wasn't even
like 5-minute ad breaks.
It wasn't crazy ads neither, right? It was like skippable ads. Yes, at the time, they didn't have unskippable ads and display ads that pop up on the bottom.
Come on.
So it's like, but luckily, YouTube stuck to their guns. And right now, I think like I genuinely feel that YouTube is in a great position to not dethrone, but to severely chip away at Twitch's market share for live streaming. They're easily the biggest website. I think they're the second most searched website, and like the amount of traffic it has regularly, and the algorithm.
Maybe third between Google, Facebook, and YouTube. One of those.
Well, Google and YouTube is one and the same.
Yeah, but nothing they actually put in the searchable thing. They
really? Okay, Google, yeah, that might make
Yahoo
sense.
And stuff like that. So
well, Google's definitely first.
Yeah,
Yahoo's might have been first 2 decades ago.
Yeah, no, it's always been first. But between Facebook and YouTube is 1 or 2.
Yes,
2 and 3.
Yeah, so I'm kind of fascinated to see how this plays out. I don't know if you heard, caffeine has been like in the mix recently.
Yeah, I've heard
There's
caffeine.
some ads actually in Atlanta. Caffeine is doing this like rap battle series. I don't know if you heard about that.
I gotta give whoever's running Caffeine.
No. Don't say that yet. Because I don't know if you know. Okay, so I don't have any affiliation with them at all.
Okay.
But I heard from a source that the guy who owns Caffeine just walked into Fox and was like, live streaming. Am I right? And Fox gave him $120 million. So that money you see them using is not because they're generating a lot of revenue. It's because they bamboozled somebody to give him a ton of money.
Bamboozling.
It is a bamboozle because Caffeine has no viewership right now.
Well, no, I wasn't going to say that they did grab. I was going to say they're marketing, they're advertising, and then marketing the platform because.
Is it though?
I don't. But who? And which Drake platform markets? Like which platform is marketed? Like you ever seen a Twitter commercial? No,
nah.
Exactly.
That's because you don't need a commercial to go to Twitter. Like when you go on Twitter doesn't need, because it has organic media. So people talk about it on the news all the time anyway.
So that's a good and bad thing because. Yeah, you're right. When you have something that's that good, you don't really actually need to market it because people just know what Twitter is.
Yeah.
And Instagram, which I feel like I have seen an Instagram commercial. I might be wrong though. But like when it comes to but like Twitch does not have like a commercial for Twitch. Like there's no.
They do.
Do they?
Yeah, I've seen Twitch commercials.
When? I might be mistaken.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they even had one for the Super Bowl. I could be wrong.
The Super Bowl.
You didn't see one? Twitch, no. I've seen Twitch ads often, even
on
off of
YouTube or on TV?
Even off of Twitch. Like to the point where I'm like,
well, of course.
What are they even fucking advertising on this billboard? It's just like a Twitch logo or something. Like they're not actually.
You seen?
I dead seen him.
I've never seen a Twitch billboard.
Wow. So first of all, the problem with Caffeine is they have to find a way before their money runs out to either convince another investor to go all in the way Fox did. And considering they gave $120 million, I wouldn't be surprised if they own a majority of Caffeine. So they might not have more to give away without completely diluting themselves or the other investors. So they have to figure out a way within the next 2 to 3 years before that money runs out to get viewership. And that's a hard ball game to play when Microsoft is throwing a ton of money at the biggest content creators. YouTube just secured Overwatch League and Call of Duty League exclusive serious bags there. And Twitch right now owns like 65, 70% of the market.
Yeah.
Or it might have been more than 70%. So a huge majority. So it's like, how do you win the game where the players are Amazon, Google, and Microsoft if you're Caffeine? And you have $120 million, but keep in mind, like you had to keep earning money. So at a certain point, you have to go positive. And I don't see them going positive anytime soon because I feel like they're far behind. Oh, we didn't even mention Facebook. And Facebook actually has probably the highest potential next to YouTube because they have a good algorithm in place to direct people to that gaming content.
But I still give them credit because I feel like every streaming platform only promotes gaming, which is fine because gaming definitely generates a lot of views and interest. So I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
Word.
But if Caffeine can promote more than that, then I feel like it's easier to convince other entities to understand the power of streaming.
Yeah.
Because outside of what Facebook does is they have like a live streaming platform where it's more than just gaming. They do a lot of news content and stuff like that.
Yeah, they got Facebook Watch too, which is going pretty fucking big recently.
Yeah. So I give Facebook credit, but I feel like when it comes to Twitch, even though there is there's a category for creators to go out there and live stream.
That's actually one of the biggest categories on Twitch.
But they don't actually promote it as much as you would think, though. Because I guess you don't need to, right?
No, I'm saying they do, and that's actually a complaint that gamers have. They're like, "Yo, Twitch isn't even gaming anymore. It's just they call it just chatting."
Yeah, I know it's just chatting, but like it may not be gaming. But when I think of Twitch, I don't think of just
that's true.
Just
but
chatting.
I've actually for the last couple of years been so interested in how Twitch is gonna fucking defend themselves from these Goliaths trying to take their money. But
they might have to end up partnering with someone.
Bro, Amazon owns Twitch.
Oh, they do? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they trust me, they're solid. And actually, Amazon's only play on video live streaming and just video uploading in general is through Twitch. It's gonna be very hard to create like a standalone thing outside of Twitch that competes.
With YouTube.
So that's how they do it. They do it through Twitch. And so Google buys.
They're fine then. They're fine.
Right now they're fine.
They're
but
fine.
YouTube, I'm telling you, give it 3 years. YouTube gaming is gonna be side by side. With Twitch.
How long has YouTube gaming been around?
I think it's been like since 2013.
That's what I'm saying. It's been out for a while, and I don't feel like it's gained that much traction.
It has.
No, I'm saying it's gaining traction, but that much.
So I don't know what the exact numbers are, but I think YouTube gaming owns 17% of the market. So if Twitch owns about 70, like Facebook and Mixer both have like 5% each. Mm-hmm. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's because Twitch started like way early. Remember when it was Justin TV? I remember that.
I do, but I still feel like
Twitch had the first movers advantage. YouTube tried to catch up, and now they're in a position where they could do that. Because how much gamers did they say they have on their website every day? Like it was an unbelievable. Like they said like 2 billion number. Monthly. I was like 2 billion, man. What the?
But they have to give them as gamer. I feel like they have to just give.
They said 200 million. Option. Sorry. Because someone's gonna comment on that. 200 million, not 2 billion.
I said other episode. I said at the Super Bowl they threw I think I said $500 million something dollars on.
Oh yeah,
completely off.
How much was it?
Like maybe $5 million something. Like that. just completely wrong. But no, I feel like YouTube. I agree if YouTube can, which YouTube is slowly doing this when they're making the platform where like I don't know, like they sitting there saying like I don't know why y'all leaving the platform. Like if y'all want stories, we'll give y'all stories.
Yeah.
If y'all want posts, we'll give you all posts, which is the community page.
They're just yoinking everything.
Yeah, they're just yoinking, and so streaming is the only. That's the next. Are you done with your water?
You saw me how disappointed I was.
Like how did he not figure that out when he was
I'm pissed.
But yeah, I feel like YouTube should be fine.
Not only fine, I think it has the opportunity to dominate both videos and live streaming, and that's gonna be scary. That's going to be very scary. And the only people I feel like that have a chance to fight is Facebook. I don't think Mixer stands a chance, to be honest with you. True. I hope they prove me wrong because I don't know if you've been to malls, but Mixer has a whole Microsoft integration. They're pushing it hard on Xboxes now. It's like one of the things you see on the dashboard. So, man, it's getting so intense. I love it.
But YouTube is so big where platforms like Xbox and PlayStation,
they have to have it.
They're gonna have to have it anyway.
But that's not always the case. Like for example, this Samsung TV I have behind me, it used to have Twitch as an app. Now it no longer has it, but because Twitch stopped paying Samsung. But the interesting thing is not just the app. I can't even go on my browser and watch Twitch. They'll box me out from doing that. Well, like, isn't that censorship? I almost wanted to sell the TV when I saw that. I was like, bro, you can't stop me from watching some shit I want to watch just because they're not paying you. That's censorship.
It is.
Oh, tough.
But we always done with the podcast.
Right, yeah.
Yo, we gotta wrap this up because the battery's about to die. The battery's about to die, but we already over an hour anyway. But yeah, agreed. I hope YouTube does get to that point where everybody can just stay on YouTube because I make content for YouTube. That would be great.
My anxiety is at an all-time high watching this almost die. So if you guys enjoyed the podcast, make sure to drop a like on it. If you're on Apple Podcasts, man, drop us a little 5-star. We trying to get to 1,000 of them. Facts. Hey, thanks for showing love on the pod. We were late a day on this one. We can 100% blame Low on that.
Facts.
But we're going to be on point with the next one. We have a whole bunch of people coming to Atlanta, so hopefully we record some guest pods. And people have been asking for us to like answer questions on the pod.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to do that as well, hopefully.
Soon. Yeah, we can definitely do that soon.
Yeah, okay, that's going to be fun. Okay, that's all we wanted to say to you guys.
Hold on, wait, can I say, can I say bye?
Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Do I have to hurry up because of the?
Yeah, you do have to hurry
I
up.
gotta hurry up.
Low.
Hurry up.
Hurry the fuck up, man.
Yo, again, shout out to everybody out there. Noti gang. Hit me up on my line, you know what I'm saying, at Legend of Winning on Twitter. And of course, go ahead and hit the page up, subscribe, all that other great things y'all keep doing. And I love all the support. Until next time.
Peace.
See y'all later. But wait, do you wanna keep going?
End it.
No, but you wanna
Stop it before we lose all the footage.
No, wait.
Come on, Lo.
Wait, what?
Please, we're gonna lose the footage.
No, we're not. We're not gonna lose the footage. Don't get up yet.
End the video.
Don't get up
All
yet.
right, I'm gonna end this.